Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of The Mine. It's been about a week, and I'm up here again. As you can see, there was some snow recently, but that's not really a problem because the bottom layers of the dirt stayed pretty dry. I also brought some wood up here to make some supports for the tunnel, and I brought a mucking sheet to help me shovel the dirt and rocks out of the hole. But before I get to the fun part, I would like to talk about this pile of dirt that I've excavated last week, and it can really become a problem since, as you can see here already, it's becoming quite muddy, which can lead to erosion, and I don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little rock wall just below it to leave some space for me to get even more dirt out, but to contain it when the rain and snow comes. Okay, well, that took me about 20 minutes, and it should be good for now. And as I will be digging out more dirt, I'll be building the wall up. And I think it is time to get to digging. Okay, as you can see, I've dug out some dirt. I've also laid down my mucking sheet, and I'm going to show you how it's going to work. So, the reason why you need a mucking sheet is that it helps the shovel slide underneath the rock and the dirt, like this. Yeah, this is like 10 times easier. Just like that. Almost no effort. Anyway, I think I'm gonna keep digging. Okay, I think I'm done digging for today, but I still want to put the supports in. However, I do think I have to expand a little bit so that the 2x4s are not in my way. Okay guys, it's getting pretty late here. I think I'm gonna wrap it up and finish the supports next time, which is probably gonna be some other weekend. For you it's gonna be a few seconds, but for me it's gonna be a week or so. Okay, I got it all cleaned up, and see you in a week. I'm back. I'm currently headed up the mountain, and I just noticed this rock formation right here, so I thought I would go check it out. So this seems to be just ordinary quartz, but this coloration on the rock is kind of giving me a hint that there might have been hot water flowing on top of this rock at some point. I'm just gonna go take a look what's below it. Oh, I think this could be a fumarole. A fumarole is kind of like a hydrothermal vent, but that's like emitting steam. They usually form around volcanoes, but there aren't any volcanoes around here. And I mean, there are some hot springs around the area. Not very close to where I am right now, but you know, this thing could be active a long time ago, possibly a few million years ago. So here's another good indicator that this place could be geologically active. What this white stuff reminds me of is gypsum. It probably crystallized a long time ago up here, and then probably got eroded away over time. Now what we have down below here looks like a spot where water could be potentially flowing a long time ago, carrying minerals which got deposited as this black stuff. And if you look under here, you can even see there's a little slot where it could be coming out. Same thing with this one. There's some minerals stuck in these little cracks. And again, there's a hole in here, so water could be coming out of there. There's a little spider right there too.
Surprise, motherfucker!
So as far as I can tell, this thing goes deeper down into the rock, especially this spot right here. I think it goes way down there. And there's also some coloration right here, which is another good indicator that there was probably very minerally rich water flowing through here a long time ago. Alright everyone, I'm back at the spot, but before I start digging I'm gonna move some of those rocks and these rocks. And to do that I made myself a little bundle, just using some fabric, some zip ties and some staples, just so that I don't have to carry all the rocks by hand. And I'm probably gonna pile all of them up onto my rock wall. Alright, and now it's time to go deeper. By the way guys, I did get myself an actual pickaxe, since this isn't really a pickaxe, it's called a mattock. It's made for digging dirt, and it's not really made for digging rocks. But this one is made out of harder steel, so it can withstand a lot higher stress, and it's also lighter. Alright, I think it is a good time to put in the supports, since there is already a decent amount of dirt hanging right above my head. Okay, well, that is it for the entrance. I think I'm gonna bring more planks next time and reinforce the inner part. But for now, I think I'm just gonna dig for a little bit more. I'm just having a little snack here. And I also remembered that last time I said that this whole thing was the old soil horizon. Now in fact, the old soil horizon is just a thin layer of humus, probably like an inch or two. And then below it, about a foot or so, is the A soil horizon, and then the B soil horizon, and the stuff I'm digging up right now is the C soil horizon. Check out these little micas that I found in these rocks. They have really interesting coloration. Now micas are the same thing as quartz. They're just basically very thin silica sheets. Same formula, different placement. There's another one right here. Well, that is it for the digging part of today. I think I made some decent progress today. It did feel like I was hitting a lot less big rocks, except that one right there. I might come back tomorrow and see if I can go deeper. And it seems to me like the rock wall did its job quite well. So I'm currently headed down the mountain, and I just spotted one of those magnetite rocks. See here, I've got a magnet, sticks right to it. And I thought, why not try making thermite out of it? But you know what? There's in fact a lot of these rocks around here. Magnetite, magnetite, a big piece of magnetite, small piece of magnetite, another big piece of magnetite. Magnetite, magnetite, magnetite. Some big crystals of magnetite. And look at that. A big piece of pink quartz. This thing is huge. There's probably enough iron in it to make a sword. Okay, well, I've settled down on a couple of rocks that seem to have the best quartz to magnetite ratio. I mean, this one is absolutely black, which is perfect for me. Anyway, let's go make some thermite. I don't have anything like a rock grinder or a ball mill, so I'm gonna have to be doing this all by hand. Okay, now that I practically have some sand, I need to remove all of the stuff that's not magnetic from here. For the next step, I transferred some of the magnetic sand into a plastic cup, and I'm going to perform a wet magnetic separation. We're going to need a magnet, and we're going to need our sand. First, I'm going to put a little bit of water into our sand and just swirl it around, make sure it all gets wet. now that the sand is wet, I'm going to take the magnet and put it to the bottom of the cup. As you can see, it sticks right to it, and we can now safely pour off the liquid. Just like that. And now we're going to add more water. Now that my crude magnetite is dry, I can put it through the coffee grinder to make it finer grain. Next, I transfer all this powder into a plastic cup. Upon drying, I had about 58 grams of magnetite, to which I added 18 grams of aluminum powder. And just as I was about to go ignite my thermite, it started raining. But I wasn't gonna give up, so I quickly found a dry spot and proceeded on with the reaction. First, into my sand pot I placed my thermite, and then on top of it I add some magnesium shavings. And now finally the thermite made out of rocks can be ignited. Finally, when the whole thing had cooled to around 200 degrees C, I decided to retrieve some iron. The slag was unfortunately extremely hard, so I had to use my hammer sledge. Anyway, just like that, I turned something like the rock you see on the left into a couple pieces of iron that you see on the right. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.